A very happy Diwali to all of you. In the language of Hindi, Hindus greet each other on this auspicious day of Diwali by saying Aap sabko Deepavali ki shubhkamnaएं, which translates to, may the good blessings of Diwali be upon all of you. For Hindus, Jains, and Sikhs, Diwali is one of the most important festivals of the year and is celebrated in families by performing traditional activities in their homes. This festival is as important to Hindus as Christmas holiday is to Christians, Eid is to Muslims, and Hanukkah is to Jews. Upon the screen now is a picture of India from a satellite in outer space. The country is illuminated by all of the lights in every home and the city of the nation on the day of Diwali.
The name Diwali is a contraction of Deepavali, which translates into a row of lamps, with the prefix Deepa meaning lamps and Vali meaning row. Diwali involves the lighting of small clay lamps or deepas, filled with oil to signify the triumph over good over evil. These lamps are kept on during the night and one's house is cleaned, both done in order to make the goddess Lakshmi feel welcome. Firecrackers are burst in order to drive away evil spirits. During Diwali, all the celebrants wear new clothes and share sweets and snacks with family members and friends.
As you walk into the theater, you are greeted with the tika, a dot of vermilion paste which is applied on the forehead between the eyebrows. This spot is considered the center of latent wisdom and concentration. It is also the spot where the third or spiritual eye that detects all evil is said to reside. All actions and thoughts are said to be governed by this spot, and the act of putting the tika just signifies the desire to open the third eye. As Hindu religious functions, all Hindu religious functions begin with the application of the tika, which is embellished with a few grains of rice. While the normal tika is but a small dot on the forehead, certain sects of Hindus cover their entire forehead with the tika. And besides vermilion, the tika can be made of sandalwood paste, ash, or even clay. For instance, the devotees of Lord Shiva use ash and draw their tika as 3 horizontal lines across their forehead. Indian women belong to certain sects where the tika is a sign of marriage. In fact, it is considered improper for them to wear it in public without the tika.
To give you a sense of some of the cultural activity that occurs on the eve of Diwali and other festivals, please welcome Rudy and Lydia to explain a little bit about what is involved in our standard prayer following doing the standard prayer itself.
The prayer we just performed is the portion of the whole prayer called the Arti. The Arti you saw us perform today is an excerpt one that thousands of Hindus perform daily. So what exactly is an Arti? An Arti is a devotional song sung in praise and appreciation of Hindu gods. The diva or candle we were using is an important part of every Arti. It is moved in a clockwise direction to symbolize the day's events and is to ask for blessings for each event. Traditionally, as the Arti comes to a close, the performer waves the diva towards the participants as a way of showering blessings into each person's life. Each participant cups his or her hand over the diya flame as a way of transferring the power and blessings from the Arti onto his or herself. It is also common practice to perform Arti on inanimate objects, such as vehicles, electronics, and more. It is a way of showing respect and praying that this object will help one excel in the works that you use it for. An Arti is an important part in every Hindu prayer and ritual.
And now to display the sense of festivity that goes on during this auspicious holiday, please give a warm welcome to Ria and Sanvi, who will perform a dance for you all.
Great job, guys. Now, Diwali commemorates the return of Lord Rama. Along with his wife Sita and younger brother Lakshman, from his 14-year-long exile and defeat of the demon king Ravan, enjoy a celebration of the return of their beloved king, people of Ayodhya, the capital city of the ancient coastal kingdom, illuminated the kingdom with clay diyas and by bursting firecrackers.
Hindus interpret the Diwali story based upon where they live. In North India, they celebrate the story of King Rama's return to Ayodhya after he defeated Ravana by lighting rows of clay lamps. South India celebrates this day as the day Lord Krishna defeated the demon king Narakasura. In Western India, the festival marks the day that Lord Vishnu, the preserver, one of the main gods of the Hindu trinity, sent the demon king Bali to rule the netherworld. In all interpretations, one common thread rings true. The festival marks the victory of good over evil.
Diwali also has roots as a harvest festival that marked the last harvest of the year before winter. India was an agricultural society where people would seek the divine blessing of Lakshmi, the goddess of wealth, as they closed their accounting books and prayed for success at the outset of a new financial year. Today, this practice extends to businesses all over the Indian subcontinent, which mark the day after Diwali as the first day of the new financial year.
When you walk into an Indian temple during a festival, or go to an Indian wedding, chances are that you will see rangolis somewhere near the entrance. Rangoli? Rangoli is a decorative design made on the floors of Indian homes and temples. A variety of materials can be used to make the design, including rice stained with bright colors, flower petals, and colored sand. While rangoli is practiced all over India, it is often called by different names. Other names of it include kolam, mandana, and chokpurna. While the designs aren't always event-specific, many times the size of the design varies greatly. I have seen everything from a simple flower at the entrance of my father's childhood home in India to elaborate depictions of Vishnu, a Hindu god. If you have enough people and time, you can create a design as elaborate as this one in Vancouver, Canada. While we wait for that video to load, let's finish talking about rangoli. Different designs take a different amount of skill level. Ours go into planning to design, acquiring materials, and actually creating a design. However, not only does rangoli provide a stunning design, but many consider it to bring good luck to all who see it. In fact, some consider rangoli to be a sacred area, used to welcome Hindu gods. Whatever the reason is, creating rangoli is a fun and memorable experience, a time when you can get together with friends and laugh and share stories. I know I personally have been involved in a few colored rice and sand fights while helping out with rangoli designs. The next video you'll see will be an example of a simple rangoli design. These type of designs are found all over the streets of India. This one, in fact, is made out of rice flour.
While Diwali is popularly known as the Festival of Lights, the most significant spiritual meaning is the awareness of the inner light. Central to Hindu philosophy is the idea that there is something beyond the physical body and mind, which is pure, infinite, and eternal, called the Atman. The celebration of Diwali, the victory of good over evil, refers to the light of higher knowledge overcoming all ignorance, the ignorance that masks one's true nature. With this awakening comes compassion and anand, peace or joy. Just as we celebrate the birth of our physical being, Diwali is a celebration of this inner light. While the story behind Diwali and the manner of celebration varies from region to region, the essence is the same, to rejoice this inner light.
To experience Diwali at its greatest, we actually have 3 Academy students who have ventured to India along with the Bond family. Aishu Bond, Olivia Ortiz, and Gabriela Wasif are all enjoying the biggest festival in Hinduism in the homeland of India itself. Up on the screen is now a picture sent from them earlier this week in Indore, India. To end our program, please give a warm welcome to Kunal and Shreya for the finale dance.
Not only was I worried about making new friends, getting along with my teachers, and finding all my classes, but also if I would be accepted culturally. I was surprised to see how diverse our campus truly was. My culture was not ignored or made fun of, but accepted and embraced. Before long, Diwali became my favorite time of the year. While this is partially due to the delicious lunchtime samosas, a large part of it is because Diwali is a time for me to be me. I am lucky enough to be part of a community where I can express who I am and what my culture means to me to a group of people who I know will not only be accepting, but also interested. This Diwali is special to me in more ways than one. Not only is it my last Diwali at home, but it's also my last Diwali here at MPA, my home away from home. So I'd like to thank you all, Shukriya, for everything you have done for me. Thank you for exposing me to a melting pot of cultures and holidays even before I step foot into the real world. I'd especially like to thank my Indian parivar, or family, some of whom you saw on stage today, and others who are in the audience. Almost 9 years ago, I stood on this stage and sang the same arti you heard today. While this is the last time I'll participate in a Diwali celebration at MPA, the memories I have will last forever. Thank you and shukriya.
Thank you all for taking part in rejoicing in the celebration of Diwali, a very important festival to us Hindus, Sikhs, and Jains. I hope that all of you learned something new and will be able to tell your friends and family a little about this auspicious festival. Before we conclude, I would like to thank everyone that helped out to make this day possible. Ms. Pickett for helping organize everything, Mrs. Bergen and the tech group for organizing all day. Give them all a big round of applause. Mrs. Granti and all the Indian mothers in the MPA community for making the food possible at lunch today. Who didn't like samosa? Thank you guys. And last but not least, to all of you guys for helping me out to make this summit possible. It wasn't possible, so thank you guys.